Hey y'all, good morning. I'm an addict named Austin. I got clean here at Serenity House in October 19 of 2014. Let's start this week off with the just for today. The G word. It is important for you to know that you will hear God mention that in NA meetings. What we're referring to is a power greater than ourselves that makes possible what seems impossible. Most of us come to Narcotics Anonymous with a variety of preconceptions about what the word God means, many of them negative. Yet the G word is used very regularly in NA, if not constantly. It occurs 92 times in the first 102 pages of our basic text and appears prominently in a third of our 12 steps. Rather than sidestep the sensitivity many of us feel toward the word, let's address it head on. It's true that Narcotics Anonymous is a spiritual program. Our 12 steps offer a way to find freedom from addiction through the help of a spiritual power greater than we are. The program, however, doesn't tell us anything about what we have to think about that power. In fact, over and over again in our literature and our meetings, we hear it said, the God of our understanding, whatever that understanding may be. We use the word God because it's used in our basic text and because it communicates most effectively to most people a basic understanding of the power underlying our recovery. The word we use for the sake of convenience. The power behind the word, however, we use for more than convenience. We use that power to maintain our freedom from addiction and to ensure our ongoing recovery. Just for today, whether I believe in God or not, I will use the power that keeps me clean and free. I believe that this is a spiritual program that God led me to for an addict like me who had, and I was a believer, I've been saved and baptized, still couldn't stop using. And it was because I needed something practical here on earth to help me stop using long enough to figure out that God was for me and that he was able to do a lot more things than I ever could have thought. And that's the thing, I think, like my unbelief, right? Like I didn't believe that an addict like me could never stop using. So how would I believe that God was powerful enough to remove it from my life or heal me or whatever words you want to use? The thing that I knew was true is that I was born by addicts, raised as an addict, became an addict, and then I couldn't stop using no matter what. That was the reality and the truth in my life. And so God led me to Narcotics Anonymous to find out that I could stop using and that he was for me and that he had been working for me and that he could restore purpose to my life and healing and lots of things. The reality is that I need Narcotics Anonymous daily if I want to have any kind of relationship with my higher power. The program does kind of tiptoe around the word and gives people the ability to use their own understanding, and that was something that was really important for me when I got here. I wrote down a list of what I thought God was, and then I wrote down a list of what I wanted God to be. And it really helped me figure out the confusions and the contradictions that I had about God, and it helped me to find a loving, caring God. And I'm really grateful that it did, right? Because an addict like me, like, man, I had been praying for things. I've been praying for another one, for them not to find the drugs, for them not to take me for me to get bonded out before I went to the back, right? Like, I don't know if you've ever said those foxhole prayers, but my relationship with God wasn't exactly what it should have been. And thank God for Narcotics Anonymous, because it changed my perspective in numerous areas of my life to where I'm able to believe today and see the blessings, right? I'm grateful for this program. I'm grateful for the relationship that I have with God because of this program, the purpose that I have in my life, and the power that I get to plug into. Without Narcotics Anonymous, my relationship with God will be put on the back burner because the selfishness and the self-centered and the obsession and compulsion would not be relieved. And when I'm stuck in those things, I can't focus on God or others, right? So I'm grateful today that I'm not so selfish and self-centered that that's all I can think about today. I get to be a part of other people's lives. Thank y'all for tuning in. I hope this helped. I hope you have a good week. We will see you tomorrow.